If you had one piece of advice for somebody going through this college recruiting process right now, what would that be?
Fit, right? I demand every one of our players. I did it with my staff that we just referred to that I hire. Have a core values. Try to know yourself, what you are, what your family's about. So for me, it's athletic. Sport related. What are the facilities? What are all the things we just talked about? Related to sport that relate to how's that going to impact you? If you're a goalkeeper, for example, is there somebody to train you? What do they do with the goalkeepers? Academic, do they have your major, right? Financial, what's the cost of attendance? And I'll get into, how much does it cost? Can I afford it? What's the value, right? We don't have to have that lengthy discussion, but, what value can you put on it? So athletic, academic, financial, social. Do you want to be in that big environment, crowd surfing? Do you mind being in a small place? You want to be by the ocean? We're not in by the, so weigh all those things. And then finally, socially, size, big, small, and then geographic. Do you need to be in the warm weather, cold weather? So I would take those things, prioritize that, make your list, talk to folks, and go from there. And I demand that all of our players and people that I work with go that, so I know their heart and they know mine.